We're in the general election now. And I know the general election is almost always covered as Trump versus Biden. You know, their policies, their records, what they stand for, their ages. But I want you for a second to think about the election in a different way. And that is Trump versus freedom. Trump versus you. Because specifically, if Trump wins, which of these freedoms are you willing to give up? That he's made very clear he'll undermine or eradicate entirely if he wins. Because that, in the end, is what this election is about. Trump versus you and your freedom. We know that he's already said he would get rid of reproductive freedom with a national abortion ban. In the 2025 plan that they presented, the traditional approach of government, which is that public servants are serving the public, would be replaced by the Trump notion, the 2025 plan notion, that they're going to staff up government, the DOJ, courts, and other bodies, with Trump lackeys and cronies and loyalists, and they'll be doing his bidding and not the bidding of the American people. So you'll have people like Eileen Cannon in all the courts, and you'll have people like Robert Hur prosecuting political enemies in the DOJ. How about the freedom to have elections count for something? In fact, they count for the majority viewpoint versus someone being a president who's an election denier and clearly willing to undermine the results of those elections. That freedom's gone. Freedom of religion. Look at the 2025 plan. This would be a Christian right country and no other. Freedom of religion eradicated. How about the freedom of having our kids taught in schools, not politicized in schools, but taught in schools, in healthy schools? Donald Trump said the other day, if schools require vaccinations, he's not going to fund them. There goes having our kids be educated in schools that are healthy. His Secretary of Defense made clear that he wanted to literally have the military shoot protesters in the legs. There goes our freedom to protest. Freedom of the press, he's made it very clear, I'll undermine that. How about the freedom of having our government set us straight on health crises or the climate crisis, as he showed during the pandemic? That's gone. So I ask you, as we think about this election, which of these freedoms are you willing to give up? Because under Trump's past words, his promises, and the 2025 plan, all of these freedoms are on the chopping block. Folks, this election, of course, is between Trump and Biden, but it's also between Trump and you and your freedom as an American.